First up, I want you to ask yourself, why on earth are we paying AWS for failed unit tests? I mean, seriously, take a step back and think about how wild that is. We're burning actual cloud resources, sending data back and forth over the network, and racking up a very real monthly cloud bill. Literally, just to test broken code on our laptops before a pull request is even opened. It's a huge inefficiency, and frankly, it makes no sense. Say hello to Floci. It's a standalone, completely MIT-licensed multi-cloud emulator that runs over 50 AWS services right on your local machine. And the absolute best part? Zero auth tokens. None. There are no mandatory signups, no API keys you have to juggle, and zero telemetry. It is totally open source, forever free, and it covers literally everything we need. Let's just look at the raw numbers here because they are insane. Our old emulators took about 3.3 seconds to boot up. Floci, 24 milliseconds. Legacy tools idle at over 143 megabytes of RAM, while Floci sips just 13 megabytes. And the cost goes from $35 a month straight down to zero. So how are they pulling this off? It all comes down to the architecture, shifting away from interpreted Python to a compiled native binary. Which brings us to section 3. Native binaries ensure local consistency. Let's look under the hood. The secret sauce here is the underlying engineering. Older tools rely on these shallow Python mocks that just kind of fake the behavior. Floci is a totally different beast. It's written in Java using the Quarkus framework and compiled ahead of time with GraalVM. So instead of a sluggish script, you get this blazing fast 90 megabyte native binary. It is built from day one for real cloud-native performance, which means we finally get our RAM back. But look, speed is totally useless if the simulation itself is wrong, right? And this is where Floci really shines for our local consistency. It uses the real engines under the hood. If you invoke a Lambda locally, it runs your code in an actual Docker container. RDS spins up real Postgres. Elasticache runs real Redis instances. You are getting 100% protocol fidelity here. That means no more of those absolute nightmare scenarios where your code runs perfectly on a local mock, but instantly blows up the second it hits production. All right, section 4, zero config local AWS setup. Let's talk about how you actually start using this. It is genuinely this simple to set up. Step 1, pull the Docker image. Step 2, run it on port 4566. Step 3, export your AWS endpoint URL to localhost. That's literally it. 3 basic commands and you've spun up a complete local AWS cluster in less than a second. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is a true drop-in replacement. You immediately get over 53 AWS services accessible on that standard 4566 port, and it requires absolutely zero changes to our application code. Your existing Terraform scripts, the AWS CDK stacks, your Boto 3 configs, they all just keep working exactly as they are. They just talk to Floci instead of the actual cloud. And for a complex organization like ours, this next feature is an absolute game changer. Built-in multi-account isolation. Floci lets us spin up multiple tenant spaces right on our local machines. You can use completely fabricated 12-digit access keys to enforce separation. That means one single, lightweight Floci instance can handle parallel accounts. We can perfectly test our multi-tenant SaaS architecture securely on our own hardware without any cross-contamination. Finally, section 5, ephemeral CI integration testing. This is where we bring it all together to optimize our pipelines. So here is our new mandate. We are going to completely eliminate all cloud dependencies and all network latency from our automated testing workflows. By using Floci, our CI environments won't need an internet connection, they won't need real AWS credentials, and they certainly won't make actual API calls just to run a basic test suite. Imagine this new CI workflow. Because Floci boots in just 24 milliseconds, we can instantly spin up a fresh, isolated mock AWS environment for every single test run. It natively supports test containers for Java, Node.js, and Python. That 24 millisecond startup means zero practical latency added to the pipeline. And once the pull request tests finish, we just cleanly nuke that tiny 13 megabyte instance. Simple, clean, and incredibly fast. And to make this transition seamless, Floci gives us incredibly flexible storage modes. For CI, we'll use the pure in-memory mode, perfect for those fast throwaway test runs. But locally, you can use persistent file-backed mode so you don't lose your state every time you restart your laptop. They even offer hybrid modes and a write-ahead log for strict ACID guarantees. Basically, you get the exact right environment context for whatever you're trying to do. There's a quote floating around the open source community that sums this up perfectly. Your CI pipeline and your laptop will both thank you. It perfectly captures the dual benefits here. We're going to slash our pipeline runtimes and CI compute costs while giving back all that precious RAM and CPU power to your actual local development setups. So, I'm going to leave you all with a challenge as we wrap up today's explainer. Are you ready to drop our AWS development bills straight to zero? Your immediate action item is super simple. Go pull the Floci Docker image right now, swap out your endpoint URLs, and let's permanently upgrade how we build and ship software. The only question left is, what are you going to build first with your new lightning-fast local cloud?